Hi, I'm Alex. This is me. I'm a student, and like everyone else, COVID-19 changed things for me. A lot. I spoke to two people who were affected differently by the COVID-19 lockdown to see how they went through it. We spoke about our different experiences and what it's like to communicate while in captivity.
You just introduce yourself and give us a vague outline of what you do for a living.
So my name is Mackintosh and I work for the government as a relationship advisor.
My name is Paris Jagger and I am a student at Massey University.
Were you classed as essential during the COVID level 3 and 4 lockdowns?
Yes, we were.
How did things regarding COVID change how you worked
So
and
it's soon
communicated?
in the period, in the week prior to level 4, so I think that we were advised on Tuesday, I think, or Monday, that we would be going to level 4 in a couple of days. And so at that point, we were all sent home. We were told to grab our computers, grab our headsets, grab mice, keyboards, anything that we needed, and any personal stuff from our desks, and to go home and to set up from there.
And were you well supported, and what support did you receive in terms of making sure you were set up and you could continue to work?
Yes, we were well supported. At one point, we were told just to take this and this, and then I queried things like hubs and stools and office chairs, but footstools I mean, and office chairs. So they broadened what we could take to basically any of our computer equipment, but initially we were not allowed to take furniture such as footstools and proper office chairs.
In terms of the university as a whole, I think they managed it quite well. I do think that a couple of my course coordinators and my tutors didn't really enjoy teaching online, and they found it really hard. So I found it quite hard learning from them. But luckily, I was far enough into my work to actually be able to just sort of do it by myself, and I got decent grades in that class. But like my communication for makers and my visual design, visual identity systems course did really well in terms of teaching over Zoom. But yeah, I feel like Massey was quite onto it, but they did send out information late in regards to how the university was handling the COVID outbreak and what it meant for students, because I know that there was some problems with stream, so like grades didn't get posted. There was a whole lot of issues in that sort of area, and especially because we couldn't access the resources that we needed for courses. So in that respect, they didn't handle it the best, but in terms of supporting us when we were all at home, they did the best with what they could do.
So the response was good, but the timing of it was a little bit slow, you think?
Yeah.
And when it came to your classes, obviously how we all had to communicate was flipped on its head almost overnight. So how did things change for you in that regard?
In terms of communication with the people in my classes, it pretty much.
So while this was going to be about communicating in captivity, it's not really all that easy all the time. In the world of ultra-fast internet and Zoom, sometimes we can get laid low by a dodgy internet connection. And so while COVID-19 has changed how we communicate, we all probably can't wait to when we can just get back, see our friends, teachers and colleagues, shake their hand or give them a hug.